welcome the fabulous Alec Mapa.
Applause. This is where you applaud. NAGLREP. NAGLREP. How are you? Thank you. Thank you for that. Woo. We're getting woo-woos. Okay, the suit. The suit. Applause for the suit. Last year, I said that NAGLREP wasn't gay enough, that you should call yourself Snagglepuss. So I am wearing the official Snagglepuss suit. You are at a gay event. There is there is lube on the table in front of you. So have at it. Look at your neighbor to the left. Look at your neighbor to the right. You are now the youngest gay people in Palm Springs. Take advantage of this moment. So I hosted last year, and I know that real estate is a very conservative milieu, but I knew that it was going to be a gay event, so I decided to trust my instincts and be as foul as humanly possible. And thank you. And I was convinced I was going to be fired by noon, but here I am. So I have been traveling all over the country speaking at events and rallies on behalf of the globe. I spoke at the Women's March, the Climate Change March, the Gun March, the Tax March, the Science March. The only march I'm doing this week is the Margarita March. I'm marching all the tequila at Palm Springs Resort straight to my liver. I was at an event recently, a gay fundraiser in Florida. And right before I went on stage, applause for Florida. Congratulations. I hope it's still there when you get back. The ocean levels are rising quicker and quicker. But there's no such thing as climate change. So right before I went on stage, one of the producers came up to me and said, "Could you please watch your language?" And I was like, "Have you seen my fucking act?" And they said, "Yes, we've seen your act. It's just that we have a lot of Republican donors in the audience tonight. And they're very sensitive, and we have to watch our step, even at a gay event." So today, NAGLREP, Snagglepussies, I would like to do every bit of my foul, filthy act that I was not allowed to do in Florida. Oh, I can? Okay, good. See, your family, I don't have to watch my step. We'll see in 5 minutes. I may regret this. So I was speaking at a rally in Los Angeles which commemorated the 50th anniversary of the Black Cat protests, which was the very first LGBT demonstration against the police that preceded Stonewall by 1 year. And I got off the stage, and a senior citizen walked up to me, and he said, "Your act is completely foul." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "I want to thank you personally for speaking so open about sex and sexuality, because back in my day, we were not allowed to do that sort of thing." And I, in turn, thanked him for his activism, because without the work of him and generations before him, we would not be here today. We are standing on the shoulders of giants, which is why we can all gather here today as queer people in the middle of the desert with a table full of lube. So he further went on to tell me that when he was a teenager, his parents institutionalized him, because that's what they did back in the day. If you were gay, you were considered crazy. But let's be honest. Take a look around you. We look like crazy people. I was at an orgy once, and I think it was at last year's conference. And you remember? I was on all fours, and I was getting it from behind, and I had a dick in each hand, and I was about to insert both of them into my mouth, and I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror at the foot of the bed, and I thought to myself, oh my God, I look like a crazy person. So I'm so glad to be here to speak at the real estate conference. I know all about real estate because I watch a lot of HGTV. And I feel sorry for you guys because people buying houses are dumb as fuck. They're so stupid. They're fucking stupid. Thank you. Like, people will go to a fixer-upper, and the woman will walk in, the wife. There's always some horrible wife who's like, I don't like the carpeting. That painting, that paint on the wall is awful. I don't like those windows. And the realtor's always so tolerant. They're always like, and you know they just want to say, bitch, you're ugly. And unlike you, this house can be fixed. My favorite show on HGTV is Fixer Upper. Do you watch that show? Fixer Upper is the best show. It takes place. Okay, this is what happens. The first act is in when a lovely couple buying a house, right? They're buying a 4,000 square foot house with land and everything, and they purchase it for $37. And at first you're like, oh my God, $37, you've got this beautiful, gigantic house. And then you find out the show takes place in Lubbock, Texas. It's in the Bible Belt. Now, I don't know about you, but as a queer person, purchasing a house in the Bible Belt, not high on my bucket list. Is anybody here from Lubbock, Texas? Have I lost the Lubbock contingent? Newsflash, you could buy a house in Lubbock, Texas for $37,000. I don't want to live in Lubbock. I will meet you at a truck stop, but I will not spend the night. So that's when Chip and Joanna Gaines come into the picture. Chip and Joanna Gaines are what happens when you let straight people interior decorate. They are on a mission. It doesn't matter if you bought a Victorian, a Craftsman house, or a mid-century home. They're going to make that house look like a barn. That's their entire design concept. Like, she puts sliding barn doors all over the house, even where they don't make any sense. Like, this is too much for her. This is too much for Joanna Gaines. I like a door with a knob that you could grab hold of and twist and pull. That's what Jesus would want. So she puts a sliding barn door everywhere, even if it doesn't make sense. She'll put a sliding barn door on a bathroom, as an entryway to a dining room, as a passage to Narnia, any place she can put. And then the other thing that she has a total boner for is shiplap. Shiplap. Shiplap is siding for the outdoors that you use on a shed or a farm. Yes. I'm getting my cue to wrap it up, and I'll wrap it up, I swear to God. And she puts it all over the house as interior paneling. And it's all repurposed. So you can't, like, lean against a wall or you'll get a splinter. Like, there's people all over Texas right now who need tetanus shots because they're, like, impaling themselves on their bathroom floor because their floor is made out of a repurposed farm door and with a nail sticking out of it. Are you guys ready for an amazing day? All right. We good? I was getting the evil eye from Jen Berger. Get off the stage. We have a lot to do.